A Cape Girardeau County man faces multiple felony charges after deputies say a traffic stop led to a drug and gun seizure. Officials say a deputy spotted a vehicle in the parking lot of a closed business on Corporate Circle. The deputy says the driver, LaMarcus Williams, gave information about his probation status that did not match records checks. A vehicle search turned up about 4.4 pounds of suspected meth, more than a pound of suspected cocaine, a loaded handgun, drug packaging materials, and cash. Williams also allegedly tried to run and resisted arrest before being taken into custody. He is being held without bond.